Johnny's heart when he sat down there in sunny France. He met a girl with the naughty, naughty gland. She looked just like a kitty, kitty cat. He loved to dance and play. So he learned no French. When he left the trench, he knew well enough to
The Machinenpistole 18, or just the MP18. Let's have a little bit of a history lesson first. The MP18, manufactured by Theodor Bergmann, it wasn't the first submachine gun ever, but the first one to be practical and used in combat. It was a latecomer to the First World War, but the first one saw use in 1918, and it was primarily the weapon of the Sturmtruppen, focusing on close-quarter trench combat. Although it was late to the First World War, it took the gun world by surprise. Afterwards, many ways to improve it were found, and the definitive version of the MP18 came to see use in the Second World War as the MP40. In Verdun, this gun shoots out 32 rounds out of a drum magazine at 450 rounds per minute. It is of course the only submachine gun in Verdun used by the Waffenspezialist. It kills in one hit to the head and 2 to 3 hits to the body depending on where you hit. So, what is this gun's role in Verdun? Well, while defending, you can use this gun in the early stages while the enemies are still advancing and haven't reached the trench yet, as a machine gun with more mobility. But when they finally reach the trench, if at all, it is your role to wipe them out ASAP and as close and as personal as possible. While attacking, you basically want to do the same thing. You want to get in and get close. If for some reason you don't have the aim dead on precisely at the enemy, you still do immense suppression to them while shooting close to them. Almost so that you make them flip the fuck out. Now, all that said, do I like the MP18? No, I actually don't. The MP18 tries to be a mix of a pistol and a machine gun, but it isn't either. That is the biggest problem with it. Now I will discuss why you shouldn't pick this gun and are better off with a rifle or machine gun. Heck, even a pistol. As I said, the MP18 tries to be a mix, but doesn't do anything too right. You can easily get outdamaged by a bolt-action rifle in close quarters or even a pistol. If you would want to defend, you should have a machine gun or a bolt-action rifle that does the job best and not some half-assed excuse of a machine gun. The reason why a machine gun is superior to the MP18 is because they have bipods and incredibly low recoil while deployed. On the other hand, you can't deploy an MP18, and the recoil is insane. It's impossible to go full auto on a medium to long range. Heck, even if you fire in bursts or single shots, you will still struggle to hit a thing. It almost feels like you're firing a full-fledged automatic bolt action, with all its recoil trying to hit something. Now, that would be good if the MP18 had the damage of a bolt action, but it doesn't. Now, as to why the MP18 loses at close quarters against a bolt action or even a pistol. The MP18 takes 2 to 3 hits to kill someone at close range to the body. The bolt action kills someone in 1 hit at close quarters. If you start shooting someone who has a bolt action with the MP18, they have a relatively good amount of time to react and shoot you if their skill is high enough. Not even speaking if they have a bayonet and are close enough to totally own you with it. One might argue now, but if you hit them in the head, you will kill them in 1 hit. Yes, that is true, but why not have a bolt action and have a much better chance in killing them altogether? It doesn't matter where you shoot someone with a bolt action, they are dead in 1 hit, and you need less time to aim for the body rather than the head. So shoot them in the back, but you can still do that with a bolt action, unless there is a lot of enemies, which is the one and only advantage of the MP18. After all I just said, if you still want to play with the MP18, or just give it a shot, here's what I recommend you to do. Firstly, try avoiding all medium and short range combat completely, unless you, for some reason, you have to. On medium to short range combat, on all my 8 hours with this gun, trying out everything just to see what works best, I found out that shooting not in bursts, not in single shots, but full auto all the time is the best way to go. Why? Because the recoil on the gun is simple. It only goes up, so you compensate it by looking down. If your aim isn't dead on, it does not matter. Spare the few milliseconds you have to get it dead on and just shoot. You will suppress your target and whilst you are shooting, go for the kill. That's about it. I know this video was more on the rant side, but I feel like I had to say all those negative things about this gun, how inferior it is, and how it's not particularly good at anything. If you like this video, consider hitting the like button and subscribing for more upcoming Verdun gun videos. The next one will feature another interesting gun. This was Vlad from the War Moose. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a nice day.